Assalamualaikum. What actually breaks most divorced men is not the divorce itself. It's when child custody battles, legal pressure, and money problems all strike at the same time while you are still trying to be a present father and holding on to your religion. Studies show divorced men suffer significantly higher rates of anxiety, depression, financial collapse, and health decline. And most men make the same fatal mistake. They try to solve every single war in one night. Your mind was never designed to carry five battles at once. If you don't learn to separate them, your emotions will quietly destroy your judgment as a father, your finances, your health, and your faith. I know this because I lived it. Not from theory, not from motivational quotes, but from nights where my chest felt heavy, staring at numbers I couldn't solve, thinking about my children, and wondering if I was failing as a man. In this video, I'm going to give you the practical tools and the mindset shift that pulled me out of that darkness. By the end, you will know how to stop anxiety from turning into panic, how to mentally organize chaos when everything feels like it's collapsing, how to think clearly about custody, money, and fatherhood without emotionally breaking, and the single realization that turned my fear into grounded strength. Stay until the end because the final lesson is the one most men miss and it changes everything. Now let's talk. There was a time when everything hit me at once. Custody discussions, financial pressure, lawyers, excess arrangements, future uncertainty. Don't forget shame, fear, anger. I remember sitting at my desk one night trying to calculate expenses when my mind suddenly jumped to my child, then to court, then to what if I lose everything, then to anger, rage, then back to fear. My body was in one room, but mentally I was drowning in 10 different realities. That mental fragmentation is what destroys most men. Divorce anxiety rarely comes from one giant problem. It comes from many unfinished thoughts attacking you at the same time. That's why you can't sleep. That's why your chest feels tight. That's why you feel exhausted even after doing nothing. And here's where most men destroy themselves. They think, I need to solve my entire life tonight. That single belief will crush you. No man can emotionally process custody, finances, heartbreak, fatherhood, and future uncertainty in one sitting. Your nervous system shuts down. Panic rushes in, and emotional decisions follow. Expensive legal mistakes, financial mistakes, spiritual mistakes. I almost fell into that trap too. Until one night, something simple changed everything. I stopped trying to solve my whole life. I focused on just 5 minutes. 5 minutes of clarity. I told myself, just 5 minutes. Write down one number. Review one document. Pray 2 raka'ats with proper focus. Handle one responsibility. That was it. Those small windows of focus slowly pulled me out of panic. Because 5 minutes of clarity beats one entire night of emotional chaos. Action creates emotional stability, not the other way around. The next thing that helped massively was writing everything down. Like everything: expenses, children's needs, debt, what I could realistically afford, what lifestyle had to change, what mattered most. When anxiety stays in your head, it feels infinite and monstrous. But once it hits paper, it becomes measurable, organizable, and manageable. Look, the problem doesn't disappear, but the fog does. I wasn't perfect. Hey, I still had moments of panic, moments of emotional spending, but I kept returning to structure. I started protecting my core responsibilities first, my duties to my children, my obligations, my deen. Slowly, I stopped seeing myself as a victim of divorce and started seeing myself as a man being rebuilt through pressure. That identity shift is everything. Victim minded men become weak. Responsible men become calm, focused, grounded, and dangerous in the best way. Then came the hardest and most important lesson: surrender. Not surrender to the divorce, but surrender to Allah. I realized I could prepare the perfect custody proposal, budget meticulously, fight fairly, do everything right, and Allah could still decree a different outcome. At first, that terrified me. I craved control. I craved certainty. But Allah taught me the truth. Every man in this situation must learn. You are responsible for effort and excellence. The outcome belongs to Allah. This is masculine tawakkul, not laziness, not passivity, not wishful thinking. It is strength with surrender. Listen, birds leave their nests every morning with no guarantee of sustenance, like food. Yet they return not hungry by Allah's permission. You still have your mind, your body, your skills, your experience, and most importantly, your faith. Do your part with excellence, then trust Allah. I'm not going to lie, this season is painful. There's no point pretending. But pain handled correctly becomes discipline. Discipline becomes structure. Structure becomes confidence. Confidence becomes leadership. That is the hidden gift most men miss during divorce. So here's a quick summary. What to do when anxiety is crushing you. Pray first. Write everything in your head down. Stop trying to solve your entire future in one night. Take your time. Break problems into small, separate battles: legal, financial, fatherhood, emotional, spiritual. Next, focus for just 5 minutes, if that's all you can manage. Then, protect your core responsibilities first. Do your absolute best, then trust Allah with the outcome. A weak man asks, why is this happening to me? A man on a mission to rebuild himself asks, what is Allah trying to build inside me through all this? Choose the second question. Everything changes when you do. And if this conversation resonated with you, if you are serious about rebuilding yourself as a Muslim man after divorce, download the Muslim Man Rebuild Playbook below. It will help you rebuild structure, emotional control, discipline, clarity, and direction during one of the hardest seasons of your life. Share this with a brother who needs it. Link is in the description. And subscribe to the channel and comment below which part hit you hardest during this time. You're not alone in this, brother. You can rebuild, and you will, inshallah. Assalamualaikum.